Because now at the moment the trainings and the workshop, they're for free. They're for free. Why am I doing this? I want to change the mindset of women, open the gates for them to come on board and do such jobs. The World Bank picked interest in my company. They saw a video on social media when women were in the workshop doing the works under the training. So they reached out to me. They came to my workshop. They asked me a couple of questions. Why metal fabrication? Why women? The CNC designs. Yeah, all those designs, honestly, before doing them manually, they couldn't make sense.
True.
But now you see beautiful designs on metal. But it's because nowadays you're using the CNC machines. So we are upgrading machinery, we are upgrading the designs. Also, we are upgrading on the way we deliver the vision.
I like this part of the UN, and I will definitely have a question on that one. But I want to go back to the Ham industries.
Yes, please.
We did see also a mention that the Ham Agro Processing project on Entebbe Road is one of your projects as well.
Yes.
Tell us about this one.
Ham Agro Processing.
Thank you for coming on the show, Shamirah. We've had a lot of good things about the work that you're doing. And when we took a look at some of the projects that you've worked on, we wanted to have you on the show. So for those who do not know you, please introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Thank you so much, Herbert, for hosting me here. My name is Namutebi Shamirah. I'm the CEO of Mirah Metal Fabrications. We do fabricate all kinds of metalworks and all kinds of metal. We do the aluminium, we do the steel, we do the stainless. We also do metal fabrication of ordinary fabrication like domestic, the doors, the windows, the gates, the pergolas. We also do industrial like the warehouses, among other things. Then we also do subcontracts with big contractors on big projects. Yes. We also do contracts with individuals and also big corporations to do the maintenance and repair of their metalworks. And lastly, I am a manager, Ham Enterprises.
In your background, do you have a metal work background, or what is your background getting into this?
Getting to this, actually, I don't really have it. I don't have it. Maybe I can share how this whole inspiration came in. I got this inspiration during the COVID-19 lockdown.
Okay.
So during COVID-19 lockdown, we are all aware that it was only the essential businesses that were operating. So as the lawyers, business people, all of us were indoors, with the exception of the agriculture sector and also the construction companies.
Health.
Yes. So I happened to have an uncle who is into agriculture. So during COVID, he was still running because he supplies agricultural produce. And also what he does, he crafts most of some of his equipments or even machinery, if I may term it. So the way I got exposed to metal fabrication is I used to see him crafting his machines. They were feed mixers. So the more I saw him, I'm like, why can't I learn these things? That's how I picked the passion. I started learning slowly with his team. So eventually I'm like, why don't I take on this thing as a business and also bring women on board? So that's how the whole inspiration turned into a business. He advised me, like if I'm really interested in it, I can take it on because now real estate is the way to go. So it's like it will be good for you to go. And he was my first customer. He gave me a contract of 50 cattle mixers. I made good profit. I'm like, actually, this thing can work. So I shared it with friends. So some friends found it so weird to come from law, then managing like a high-end company, Ham Enterprises, then you're going to the ground into metal fabrication. I told them, but I like it. I like it. And going to metal fabrication doesn't stop me from being a lawyer, nor will it stop me from being a manager. And good enough, I shared it with my boss, Mr. Hamis Chigundu. So I tell him, you know what, boss? Now I'm into metal fabrication. He's like, Shamirah, tell me what is it? So I tell him, yeah, during COVID I've been learning. So good enough, we already had projects in the company that were running on because Ham Enterprises is in real estate and rentals, all that. So he's been so supportive. There are a number of projects that were going on. We have the villas going on at Webaja, also the warehouse of Ham Agro Processing, then general maintenance of metalworks in the company as a whole, Ham group of companies. So going back to my uncle, of course, when you start, you need the knowledge, then you need the manpower. He was supportive. I remember he gave me one of his technical person to work with. So I shared it with friends, but most friends found it a bit weird. Then what I did, I started with the local community and also some of my clients, because being a lawyer, I have clients and I do more of in-house legal work. That is the arbitration counseling. I do pro bono legal work for post women. So it happened that my first clients were my first trainees. Most of them were my clients in my profession. So that's how it started. Slowly, you bring on women, they picked interest. Others picked, but because of the distance. Then others picked, but rejection by the society or where they came from. It happened that some of them couldn't continue. So that's how I started, slowly, up to where we are today.
I'm sorry for cutting short. The training that you're talking about, this is training women in metalwork?
Yes, metalwork.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And these were clients who were your legal clients that you were training?
Yes, so my legal clients. And since I had it like, it's a two-way, I looked at that element, like the way I told you that I'm the executive director, Uganda Muslim Civilization Initiative. My main niche has always been women empowerment. Right. Especially I used to look at that Muslim woman, because Muslims, they're the most challenges when it comes to empowerment and public stuff. So they've been my primary concern, but all challenges a Muslim woman faces, they're the same challenges faced by a woman of another religion.
True.
So as I'm serving, I serve all. So I happen to reach out to both Muslims and non-Muslims. I got both of them. So as we were serving, like the way I've told you, some of them took it positively, others had the passion to come on board, but were rejected by the people who have authority over them. Then others distance. Then of course, being the time in COVID, there's a lot of things going on. So some people needed time to first recover from the COVID damage. Yeah.
So, I'm sorry, let me take you back to the legal sector, the beginning.
Yes, please.
Transitioning from the legal work into the metal work, especially as a lady, what kind of feedback did you get at the beginning? What were people saying?
At the beginning, some people thought it was just like, it was a trial, like the way you pick some, they thought I had taken it on to make myself busy during COVID. Because I'm this kind of person who doesn't want to sit home. I always have to be on the move. I like being in action. I like doing things that have impact, especially on women. And when I realized that actually this metal fabrication thing can be a practical solution to the women's, the most problem faced, that actually causes domestic violence in most families is poverty.
Yes.
Being that we're dependent to our spouses, like from A up to Z, sometimes they get tired. Then that's the beginning of violence. So, because most cases I had the most cases, I mean, the cases I had from my clients were about domestic violence during COVID. Like it was globally realized.
True.
So when I was telling them, you guys, we need to learn to work for ourselves, because no one can provide for you enough. Even if someone tries, they can't give you enough. Because when you see Shamirah, Shamirah is too many things. And myself, and my family, and my people who take me as their role model. So they all rely on me and do all that. Yes, I know we're not there to cater for the whole, but if we have the ability to help, we help. If you have the ability to start up something that will help other people, you do that. So that's how I looked at metal fabrication. But for my friends, they thought it was something I was doing because since the courts were closed, the chambers closed, offices closed, so initially the thought is something I was doing to occupy myself. Yeah. Then that's the same thing happened, of course, even to family. So some people are a bit disappointed. You study law, you do LDC, everyone is suffering with LDC,
and you
haven't valued your LDC. That LDC, people are failing, people are suffering with LDC, people are injecting money, time and what, but they failed. Now you're going to abuse it. Then also, yes, one person who really amused me was my boss. He's like, Shamirah kachompiseko, ogenze mbiuma. I'm like, yes. So, but all that was expected.
But now, 5 years later, when they see you running this company, what kind of feedback are you hearing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm getting very good feedback. Actually, I haven't yet made 5 years. We are 3 years.
Okay.
And Alhamdulillah, the responses, the prayers, the support is just amazing. I have very, very close people to me, very, very close from family. They were really, really disappointed. But the thing is that I believed in my vision and I believed in myself. I was very confident of what I was doing. So I decided to take that as background noise. I focused. But right now, everyone is on board. Everyone is seeing how things are growing, how actually the whole passion or the whole business is attracting different people, both internationally, both locally and internationally. International bodies coming in, like the World Bank coming in, picked interest in my work, something which I think wouldn't have happened if I was practicing law. And the impact I'm making to myself, women, and also the community, I don't think I would have done that in court. Yes.
Tell us about the World Bank part that you just mentioned. What is the story behind that?
The World Bank picked interest in my company. It all happened, I think, they saw a video on social media when women were in the workshop doing the works under the training. So they reached out to me. They came to my workshop. They asked me a couple of questions. Why metal fabrication? Why women? Why leave the court? Why leave your profession? And same questions. Like people really want to know who leaves law to come and to the field and do all that field work and do all that plus the risks that comes with it. Then they saw someone who was so intentional about her vision, and she was already walking her talk, because they phoned me when I had I had a small workshop. So they phoned me on my new home when I put up a big workshop, and I was in the process. I hadn't yet finished, but since I went there to work in that condition, it really made a lot of sense when it comes to being practical on what I'm trying to visualize. They saw strong intentions behind it. So they pledged to support, to bring my dream to reality, inshallah. Yes.
Wow. Yes. So from there, what was the next step? What happened?
Actually, being specific on what exactly they saw in me, they were seeing this woman doing something in the male-dominated field, then also bringing on other women on board. Those three things, because those international bodies are looking at the sustainable, the SGD 5, gender equality. So gender equality has been my niche in my NGO work. In my day-to-day life, I want to see women getting equal opportunities on every table. So it's me, that is Shamirah. Any opportunity I get, I have to bring on women. And I'm one person who pushes for equal opportunities. Let's all be put on table because of our expertise, but not because of our gender. Yes. Not because of our gender, not because of religion, background, and all that. Let's all be placed on the same table because of our expertise and passion in that specific field or that opportunity.
Wow.
Yes.
That is really nice.
Yes, and that aligned with their interest, of course. They were seeing the gender equality in my vision. They were seeing the equal opportunity push, like practical. I'm a practical example. The impact I'm making, not only to women, but also to the community. Yes.
You know, I have to, to be honest, when I heard your story, those elements attracted us as well. You know, I mean, this is the reason why you're seated here. Those elements attracted us as well. But to hear that an institution like the World Bank, from a video, just a video that they saw on social media, came and picked interest, shows the impact of the work you're doing, shows the reach, shows the sustainability, the thing that you're talking about. Of course, it ties into their bigger organizational goals as well. And it's actually very impressive. Very congratulations to you for this. The support, let me ask one more question about this. You say that they pledged to offer support.
Yes.
What kind of support did they give, or do they give?
They're doing a lot of support. They promised the financial support, but they're doing a lot of indirect support, because now, a case in a point, every event they have to invite me. They have to invite Mirah Metal Fabrication to be part of it. So we bring our work, they tell us to come and showcase our work. So in that process, we are getting exposed to very many potential clients. We are expanding our network and our expertise as well. We are making money, because every time when we go there, we have to make money. We get sales, we get orders, which is really working for us. And they don't only do that, they keep in touch. They keep on like asking on what is going on. Mainly the main promise was the financial support. Yes.
That is nice.
But very many indirect advantages are coming with it. They are referring us to more international bodies now, like UN, now like on 18th and 19th of February. There's an engagement we have with UN. It's about IT, technology, how to use technology to get finance. So we've been invited, but we were referred by
the World Bank
to them. Yes.
That's nice. Doors are opening clearly. But just like cautionary, I think you would know that the way that they saw you and maintaining the work that you're doing is what is maintaining you on the bigger levels as well. So a person who is watching and thinking that when you enter, you will reduce the quality, this is not the case, right?
No way. No way. The quality of my work, when I enter where?
As in, people might think that now that you've reached that level, now you're going to slack on your quality.
No way. I still have a long way to go. I have bigger dreams. World Bank is just like one of them. Because now my main target is women. Because I'm looking at how many women have I impacted. I feel like I haven't done anything. I feel there's a lot to do. This is like women taking part in male-dominated fields, Sure. It's something that we need a lot of work to do on to change mindset of both the women and the society. So I feel like I haven't done anything. So World Bank coming in, Alhamdulillah, that's very good. It's going to help me like get credibility, because the way I feel now, already my company is credible. So by the time they refer me to another international huge body, just know already the company is credible. So I just pray it helps me like hurry the process of changing mindset, because changing mindset really takes a lot of time. And since that there are many stakeholders in that push, I don't think I've reached anywhere. I haven't yet started.
I like it a lot. I'm sorry, I take notes as we're discussing. I don't want to lose my question or train of thought. But yes, I want to, I like this part of the UN, and I will definitely have a question on that one. But I want to go back to the Ham industries.
Yes, please.
We did see also a mention that the Ham Agro Processing project on Entebbe Road is one of your projects as well.
Yes.
Tell us about this one.
Ham Agro Processing warehouse, It's one of Ham Group companies sector. We are into real estate, then agro business. So being a manager of the company, before I was into management, but this whole thing like opening up my eyes towards into venturing into the metalworks or other things beyond management. Like the way I told you, all happened during COVID. And during COVID, we were constructing because that White House and Ham Group warehouse, it was started during COVID. So, of course, when I told my boss, could I be part of the team? He's like, yeah, you can bring them. But of course, we had the main contractor. He was one Mr. Wamala. I don't remember the company name. I don't remember his company name. But it was one Mr. Wamala who was like the huge contractor. So for us, we came in as subcontractors. So I came on team with 6 women, with 6 people, 2 were men, then 4 women.
Wow.
Yes. So that's how I got the opportunity. It was a bit easy because my boss already saw how like intentional I was and how focused I was to venture into that thing. And he had seen the works I had done for my uncle. Then he had seen, because after my uncle's, I put a flyer on my status. Within 30 seconds, there's one of the high profile persons. He's like, you really do metal fabrication? I'm like, yes. He's like, I'll give you business. In 3 days, she called me. She told me to change the doors of her apartments, of her hostels, from modern to metal. Actually, she was my first like individual client, not being a corporation. So when I did them, she was really impressed because she was doubting as well.
Of course.
But she's like, Shami, I trust you. You know, when you venture into something, you really put on all the energy.
Wow.
So she trusted the energy. She knows how, like when I'm into something, I'll give it my all. But she wasn't sure if I'm really doing metal fabrication, or she thought I was going to outsource.
Right,
but she saw me being a part
You were
of
there
it.
physically?
Yes, I was there physically with the team every day till when you finish, and she could see the part I was taking from the first step of taking measurements of the new doors, then removing everything up to the last point. I was like, we shall do business. So back to my boss, since I had already told him and he was supportive, so when the warehouse construction was going on, we came in as subcontractors. Yes, same thing with stadium. Stadium, it's been a long journey, but alhamdulillah, finally we got there. We launched the stadium. Yes, being that Ham Enterprise is the one behind the whole construction of that massive field. Yes, still being part of the team. I talked to my boss. Still, he was welcoming. I went on with my team, and right now he contracted me. I'm doing maintenance work of all the metal repairs. I'm doing the metal repairs, repair and maintenance for metalworks.
So at that one, are you still also a subcontractor, or are you now the one managing the maintenance work at the stadium?
The stadium has many departments.
Okay.
Yes, I'm managing a specific department.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's that sophisticated one whereby most things have to be imported, or even like look at the imported manpower. Yes. Then also being that right now it was recognized by SECAFA to hold the matches. There's some specific equipment they want. So some of them I can't meet them. So I handle particular departments. The sophisticated ones can be held with us. Sophisticated or even recommended, even a recommended company. Once SECAFA like recommends a company, is what we use to handle something. But this domestic one, I'm the one who is doing all that. Okay.
Yes. Do you feel stretched, or do you feel it is in your comfort zone?
No, I feel actually it's giving me more energy. It's pushing me on. I'm feeling, it's working. It's working because there's nothing as exciting as seeing results. So every time when I accomplish something, it gives me more energy. It's my energy booster to push on and push on and push on. That's why when we are a bit like when we don't have too much business in the workshop, it becomes a bit worrying. It stresses me.
Yes.
Because I enjoy when you're busy, we're on this site, on the other site, then this one's calling us. It keeps me on my toes, like in a positive way, and even it excites the employees, even the women who come in to train. They're seeing real skill. Then within no time you're getting money because people want to.
The turnaround is quick.
Quick cash.
Yes.
So Like, now, when will I start getting money? Where will I get a house to construct? Where? You're like, no, you don't have to construct yours. The people who are constructing will bring us on board to make for them stuff. So they are seeing that actually this skill is practical in all ways. You get the skill, you start earning money. Yes.
How many ladies would you say, from the very beginning up to now, that you have touched either in training or in the legal advice you are giving, the pro bono, in your work generally? How many roughly would you say?
In pro bono, since it's something I've been doing from the time I left, I've done it for a long time. It's now 8 to 10 years plus from the time I left LDC. Because even when I was at school,
you already,
all family engagements, friends, they like, it could be the lawyer. I was still lawyer in the making, but I was still doing
you are the family lawyer now.
Yes. And also friends. And also during our holidays, I could go and I do internship. Instead of being home, I could go and intern in legal chambers. Yes. So I started my legal profession way back even before ending school. So when it comes to the people I've touched legally, there are quite many. I think they're in thousands now. The people I've touched both directly and indirectly, they're in thousands. But when it comes to this skilling, the women I've really held, they're around 80.
Wow.
Like directly. The people I'm seeing, people who come out and say,
and these people go to the training, they are doing their own things and they are now making their own.
No. Some of them got the exposure. And some of them, when they come to learn welding, metal fabrication is a process.
True.
Someone can come like, what, Shami, I want to learn only how to paint. Now, I only want to learn how to sand. I want to learn how to use that grinder. Then others, most people are interested in that sparkling welding.
Yeah.
So someone just wants to have that experience. But the whole thing, my goal is to expose this woman to this business. And I tell her, actually, you also belong to this zone if you want. The opportunity is there. It's not only for a specific gender or people or culture or what. If you want, you can be there. So the first thing is exposure, like unwrapping, uncoiling the mindset. So all to me, those are wins.
Yes,
even if they don't take it as like profession, they know actually, also women, we can do it. That is a win already. Because before, like, who said that? Who said that? So there is a way our society boxes us in a specific corner, the things what women are supposed to do, where they're supposed to, how they're supposed to walk, how they're supposed to, like women supposed to do this and that, which is good. But sometimes it's too much.
Limiting.
It's so limiting. People are seated on skills. People are seated on abilities. People are seated on, they have the potential, but they're not free to fly. Their wings are carved in because what? At our home we don't do that. My husband can't allow me to do that. My parents won't allow me. How will people see me doing that? Yes. Yes.
Did you have these fears yourself at the beginning? I know you said it was like background noise, but did you ever doubt yourself?
No, by the most things I do, like I'm selfless. I really think of, as long as I'm not doing something illegal, something dirty, something what, I really think into that side. That's why most times I can start something, then share after I've done it. So when I started the metal fabrication, I didn't tell anyone. I didn't even tell my mother. She just saw a post. There's a post I made on my TikTok. Then I think someone sent her a video. That's how she got to know. Because normally I first try out things. Then when I pick interest, I start. Then on that one, I'm like, what, Mom, I started this. Or anyone. So unless if I'm coming to ask for advice in the initial stages, like the way I can come and ask you, how do you do these recordings? I want to venture into that. When I'm seeking for advice to start, I'll come. Because normally when you do too many consultations, then seeking for approvals, you might end up being frustrated not to start. So in the process, your vision is suppressed, but you will never settle till when you find your purpose and actually venture into it, both in time and financially. That's why you see many of us, today you're doing this, today you're doing that. It's because you haven't found that particular thing where you feel like, now this is it. So for metal fabrication, I feel like this is it. I feel like this is it. Come what may, this is it. Like the satisfaction I'm feeling, the energy, I've never felt like this before in terms of business.
Wow.
Because for charity, yes, Charity, I've been there and I love it. But for business, I had never settled because is it really where I can put all my energy? Is it making impact? Is it helping only me or is making impact even to other women and the society? No, I feel like this is not enough. But for metal fabrication, I feel like, alhamdulillah, this is it. I pray for God's guidance and for all your support, plus you, Herbert. And I thank you so much for hosting me. I feel like all this is part of growth.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Yes,
thank
of course.
you so much.
I can tell you, many people who have been on the show, they give us feedback after. A gentleman called me. He was out of the country. He called me and he told me, Herbert, I can't believe this. I said, explain. He said, I did not think that your show would really promote me this far. I knew it would do something, but I didn't think it would do this much. I said, explain. He said, I'm out here. I met someone who has watched my show, you know, the interview that we had, and he knew me to the detail that is in the show. Wow. And as soon as, as soon as I met this person, they were very excited. Oh, I saw you. I pulled out the phone, showed them the video. So he said that doors opened up. People that he had lost touch with, years ago, reached out to him, congratulating him, got new business and stuff like that. So what you're saying is true. Of course, there is no guarantee, but when someone, sees you in your element and, you speak with very good passion, the things that you've worked on are self-explanatory already. The people that, the organizations that you've dealt with speak for themselves. So we really wish you success. We really wish you success going forward. I'm very impressed, like I said. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But we have to dig some more and hear some more information from this. Okay? Yeah. Which brings me to my question. For a youth or someone who wants to start a business, they have this inkling, but they are concerned, they're fearing. What advice do you have for them?
You say they want, but they're afraid.
They're afraid, yes.
There must be reasons why they're afraid. Most people are afraid because they fear the reaction of people who have authority over them. Then some fear because of the society reactions to their decisions. I'm talking all that from my personal experience.
Yes.
Me, the good enough I didn't fear, but those are the people where I felt like negative energy, family, then people around me, then the society, then being my religion, a woman, then why metal fabrication. Someone told me, Shaminda, why? Do you really need that much money to go into a baby? I just love what I do. So for all the women there, for all the women out there, the youth and anyone who is interested in something legit, please go on, be confident, believe in your vision, be confident, believe in your vision and push on. Give it a try. And on top of that, get experience by learning. Reach out to the people who are already there, get mentors, and be around people who resonate with you, people who are giving you positive energy to push on. Because every time when you think that you're going to first align with everyone, then you continue. You never begin actually. You never kick off. Because we think differently, and there are we have different reasons why we get passion in different things, or we want to invest in different fields. Most cases, it doesn't resonate with everyone.
True.
So go on with your vision. Move with people who are like moving in the same direction with you. People who give you positive energy. Look for mentors. Look for people who have been there. Read books. Watch programs who are in that particular field or anything you're interested in. Then also pass on the knowledge. Pass on the knowledge. Don't keep things to yourself. If you know, you can have a particular target of people you want to help. Personally, I want to help women. And of course, the youth come along because, women, we move along with our brothers and what. So the main niche is women, but of course, even the youth are part. Because when you come to my workshop, I have women and the youth. I don't have elderly people, unless on services I outsource. But my team is strictly women and the youth. Yes. So be confident, seek for knowledge, look for mentors, believe in yourself, then also compliance. Look at the laws that govern what you're interested into, the venture. Then also the community where you are also matters. Before I spread out to many people, I had to first consider the community where I am. They're my first number one target. So I want to look at selling metal to Chanja, to Chiwatule. When people around Kawawa, I haven't considered them. How are they going to benefit?
True.
Okay, if I know they're not constructing, let me bring them on as trainees. Because later, they're going to be the employees of the company. And in that line, you receive positive reception in the community. Yes. So that positive reception will help you grow. It helps grow the company, help you grow personally. People come in with different ideas which even you hadn't thought of. And all those are centered around your business. Because people are within the community. Some people might not, some people have the ideas, but they don't know even where to start from. So the moment you bring them on board, it's like you're opening yourself to new ideas indirectly. You're opening yourself to learn. You're learning indirectly. So share what you know. Yes.
There is a common business saying, to use a local context, they say, if you're going to move maybe from Kampala to Barara, do you wait for the traffic lights along the way to all become green, right? Before you can set off, right? You don't do this. The one that you're on, if it is green, you move. You reach a red one, you stop. You reach the orange one, you consult your mentor. You consult your trainer, you do this. It becomes green, you move. Like that. That's how you get to the destination. And the logic is that, or the reason, the lesson is that if you're, like you're saying, trying to please all people or align with them, you will never move forward. So you have a very good point in this here.
Because to be honest, penetrating in a male-dominated field is not easy.
True.
It's not easy.
So far, from what you have described, you did you had work that you did with the agro business on Entebbe Road for Ham. You did work at the National Stadium. And, you've worked with Ham Industries and done things for them. For a lay person who is watching, they might think that, you got the things because you already work in that industry. You did put your own effort and you're being handheld, kind of like nepotism, so to speak, because you're close to the guy and you're in the industry. Then you say that you have also done other works. My question to you is, what kind or how do you do your marketing? How your business has grown? Of course, you've had that in-house support. That's fine. But apart from that, or including that, how else are you growing your business through your work?
Actually, getting to those heights, it's not that even I was connected all that. It's my work that spoke for me. Because even going to my boss, Mr. Ham Chigondo, he's someone who has known me for some good time, but he has never seen me in metal fabrication. So convincing him that actually, you know what, boss, now I'm into metal fabrication, I need business. It took him time. Even other people had to tell him, you know what, now Shamirah Yochabima is like, then Shamirah and say, but it's not, it didn't just come in, but it's constant, it's persistent. So like, boss, you have to keep it pushing it in someone's mind, also being very confident in what you want and what you want to achieve. And when there's opportunity, don't give up. Because I've seen the opportunity in the company, much as I wasn't known for that. And they were right, because the time we've been together, I had never even personally thought about it. But as the saying goes, in our religion, it says in the Malvistra, with every hardship there is ease, with every challenge there is an opportunity. It's the same thing that happened to me in COVID. I don't think if it wasn't COVID, even I would have thought of this. But it's through that time that actually there was diversity in my mind in things to try out. So going back to the question, the most thing that has really worked for me is the word of mouth. I come to you, Herbert, Shami, how are you? JD, hey, let me share my videos, let me share my work. It's that word to mouth that has really sold me a lot. And if you look at the way we penetrate even to UN and what, it's not that I know someone there connected to me. It's not that I've ever worked in the World Bank, but it's because they saw the videos. They came and saw for themselves the work I was doing. They're seeing this struggling woman to push her vision. So that's how like I got that. So in other words, the word of mouth really works a lot. But at the same time, walk your talk. Don't wait to get everything. Because me, I started from the home compound. I started from home compound. Like the way I told you when I said with my uncle. But Koiram compound, they work up. Ne first contract, yeah, 50 feed mixers. Najikoira waka, mu compound yeka. So it's not that we raise from nowhere and we go to the workshops from small size to big. It takes a lot of hard work. And focus and also resilience. Yes. Then secondly, social media works. Social media really works. We are, most of us are in social media, but we are not strategic. There's someone who makes a post every day, but there's no back mind attached to it. Like, why am I really posting this? How am I benefiting in this? How is it like impacting the society? But most of my social media I make, social media posts, they're always intentional. There's something behind it to change the society. Be it a religious post, be it work, be it anything. I don't just post for the sake of posting. So everyone out there, please maximize social media. Then consistency is key. Personally, I'm not consistent. That's why, like, those are the things I'm working on.
On your social media?
Yes. But the little time I get, I come up with my video. I'm like, now this video, what message is it sending? Okay, they are seeing women fabricating. Then what's next? What kind of work are we putting out? So it has to be very intentional. I'm looking at empowering women into this thing. When a woman sees it, how will she feel? Will she feel attracted to come? When someone sees it out there, will he be interested in reaching out to these women? Will he be interested in giving us business? Will he be interested in supporting us by referrals, or by even talking about us? Because it's also like an indirect support. So social media works. Then social networks. I'm in BNI. It's a Business Network International. It has also played a very, very fundamental role in selling Mirah Metal Fabrication. Being social networks that add value to your business. Who are the people in those social networks? Who are the people around you? What value do they add on you? Are they supporting you in business or anything that is productive on you? How are they building you as a person? How are they building on your dreams and visions? So BNI has done me a justice. It has done me a lot of justice in marketing and also giving jobs. So someone wouldn't think that you just like enter into a venture and wait for magic to happen. No, you have to look out. I said, like, initially, I advised women and the youth out there who want to venture into metal fabrication and other industries. You have to look for what? Believe in yourself, then look for mentors. Look for people who have been there before. Look for people who know people. There are people who are really connected. How about I'll come and I talk to you. I know you might not be interested in my work, but I know you know people who are interested. I know you can give me referrals. I know you can refer me to other people. There are very many direct ways, like you can really help me. Like now, inviting me here, it really means a lot to me. I'm seeing my company go to another level just because of this coverage or just because of this interview, and I really appreciate. So I'm telling also the people to participate in these things. Now I don't know where I'm going next. All I know that I'm going global because this hot this program, honestly, it's a new program, but it's making like really, really fundamental changes in all the people you have fostered. And I believe I can't be any different, or what I'll be is that I'll be better than everyone. So I also like call upon people to be in social gatherings that add value to them. And also your network, like your immediate network. Who are they? And what are they adding on you? Like the way I told you, me, I faced resistance. I faced like negative energy. So most people who are not aligning with what I was starting to do, I cut them off. But now we are coming back because now they are seeing results. They're coming to me, they're visiting the workshop, they're giving references, they're sending me clients. But before it was, Shami, how could you leave your LDC? LDC was really the pain. Everyone's like, how could you leave LDC? You're suffering in metals. I'm like, this is what I want.
You cut them off?
Yes, I cut them off, indirectly cutting. But now we are back. They're supportive. They're happy. They're seeing things happening. They are both, like, they're back in very many ways. They're giving me business. They're referring me. They're visiting me. They're giving me advice on growth as a business physically on the ground. Then how to bring more people on board. But how did that happen? It's because at that time I decided only to move with people who are understanding and appreciating what I've come to like and what I'm ready to build, no matter what. So if my decision making, I was going to run it based on people's acceptance, honestly, I wouldn't be here. Because the resistance was really very big. And if I had paid attention to it, honestly, I wouldn't have made a single step. But it's because I knew what I wanted and I believed in it and I believe in it and I always believe in it. So whoever is ready to move with me, you're welcome. Move with me as a client, move with me as a mentor, move with me as an advisor, you're most welcome. So, but anyone with negative energy, no. Because there's no industry with no challenges.
True.
Being a lawyer also comes with challenges.
True.
You've seen people's lives at risk. You've seen a lot of things. You've seen the injustices in our profession. You've seen, just like in field. So venturing into metal fabrication, to me it means something else. It's helping me practice my profession like peacefully. Because implying my law in what I do, implying my law, practice it as I wish. Like, I just feel so peaceful with both what I'm doing and my profession. It's because I'm not doing injustice to anyone. I'm not under pressure to any client, anytime gunshots, because I have a case with them in court. Those threats that come with some cases, I'm not there. Then you asked how else I'm growing. When I hear of the workshops and exhibitions that are going to take place, that's why you have to keep in the know of everything in your field. Now, like in agriculture, recently we are going to have the harvest money. So, you know, how can it help me? So, any programs I hear where I can benefit, I go meet the organizer and I see how Mirah Metal Fabrications can participate or it can benefit directly, whether directly or indirectly, and it's how we can venture into. There's some programs for sponsoring, and sponsoring not like money. You can go and do kind sponsoring. You'll be part of the preparations and all that. All there you're selling the brand, and selling the brand comes with business.
Of course.
So it's not that things are effortless. You're there, then Ham is like, Shamirah, come, I give you business. Then World Bank is there. Oh, there's this lady. No. It comes with a lot of hard work. It comes with a lot of persistence. And you have to be practical. You move. Success will find you along the way. And honestly, on my side, I haven't moved. I feel like
you're just starting.
I'm just starting. I'm just starting.
That's that potential in there, boiling to come out. You mentioned two things, cutting off the negative energy, the people related to that. And another one, you mentioned that each industry has its own challenges. Yes. So there is an American businessman that I follow on social media. It's called Alex Hamosi. And he mentions this repeatedly all the time. He says that being poor is hard. Being rich is also hard. And doing nothing is also hard. You have to choose what you want. And then he said, he himself, when he was growing, he's a multi-millionaire and all that. When he was growing in his journey, he did the same thing. The old friends that he had did not see the vision that he wanted, and they were pulling him down. The new people where he wanted to go did not recognize him yet, and they could not pull him. So he was in the middle here. No friends, no attachment, etc. But there was a lot of noise coming from these naysayers. So he did exactly what you said, and he cut them off, all of them. And when he cut them off, his mind cleared. Now he was able to focus and get pulled. The same story you're describing.
Exactly.
When you cut off these people and you did your thing, now the World Bank is pulling you. Now they are taking you to the UN. The World Bank is actually holding your hand and taking you to the UN. Who knows what will happen from here? Who knows what will happen at the next agriculture conference? Who will happen from, you see? So when you were mentioning this, it was, all...
Your mind.
Yes. And I was like, yeah, this is the true story, the true timeline of how the things work. I'm really happy to hear this.
Thank you.
Which brings me to my next question.
Yeah.
For a viewer who is watching and has seen the big projects that you've worked on, if a person has their own home, 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom bungalow, it's not a national stadium, but they have seen your work, they have seen the way you talk, your professionalism, all that, they want to give you a chance. Can they approach you, or are you dealing with only big people? You don't talk to the small ones?
Actually, I don't call them small, because those people of reasonable development, the rentals, small apartments, they're my bread and butter. They're the people who are giving life to the what? To my business, the things I do every day. In I have my house, they're my bread and butter, yeah? In BNI we have 3 things, yeah? We have bread and butter, we have cream, then we have the dream. So bread and butter this daily, the little money, but surviving. Little money, consistent, the ones which blow life in the business. Because these big things like agro processing, that is something that happened years ago. I don't know when I'll get another warehouse. So I can't say that actually these people, these are my people, bebaita abawansi nze kunze be banene bange kubanga bebabezawo company. Then also what I consider quality. In my company, quality is not like an opportunity, it's not opportunized, but it's a priority for everyone, for my clients. Everyone is entitled to quality. The only thing we can talk about is your budget. Nemanyanti, Herbert, you want to work in what budget? What is your... You know what, Shamirah, may I have this budget, but I want you to close for me my house. Nzijibidi na madini sasatu. I'll work within your budget, but maintain credibility, maintain quality, timely delivery. I won't like in any way like compromise our values. So I won't compromise our values in any way. I'll still maintain the integrity, I'll maintain the quality, I'll maintain the timely delivery, among others. So no one should get afraid over that. It's a price, you shouldn't get worried about that. Big corporations, it's a process, and not every bid that you go through
will be successful. Yes.
It's not obvious, and even they take long. They take long. So just imagine if I was really surviving on warehouses of Ham Agro Processing, where would I be now? This is a young company. I need everyone, especially these people who are termed as like ordinary clients. Actually, they're my people. They're the oxygen in the business. They're the ones which keep the business breathing. So don't be afraid of price, because I won't compromise your quality because of your size. No. For the costing, we can agree on your budget. I do something within your budget, because metal fabrication is so rich. Because costing depends on many things. It depends on the size of what you want. It depends on the design. The design also matters a lot in determining price. So with your girl, you know what, Shamirah, I just want something simple, of this design, of this size. Of course, I won't fail to do something within your budget. Then also another thing is the being flexible in payments. I allow installments. So Tobe, you're never afraid that there they deal in millions and what. No, come on board, we sit. A project is for 1 million, a project is for 500, your work is 500, thanks Namika. It's looking for your asset. I deliver, give me the balance. Friendly working relationships according to the customer. Every customer, I handle him or her. I don't have a uniform kind of setting that, you know what, it's 100% payment. It should be a project of this much, and it should be located here. And no.
Some people do that.
Yeah, some businesses have like specific goals and principles. Yeah, but I'm not there. Because remember, even I'm targeting my women. My women, most of them don't have. So if you start with strict measures, you're the sabotage to your own goal.
True.
I'm trying to show them that these things can work, even if you don't have. Because now, at the moment, the trainings and the workshop, they're for free.
That was a question that I had also.
Oh, at the moment, they're for free. They're for free. Why am I doing this? I want to change the mindset of women, open the gates for them to come on board and do such jobs. So don't get afraid that Mirah Metals, because it has worked with the big corporations, now it's very expensive. No. I'm someone omuntu w'abantu. So there's no I can chase away my daily bread, my bread and butter. To rely on people I'll get once in a while, the big corporations. So that's it.
You mentioned something about which piqued my fancy. Something bread and butter, and then cream, and then dream.
Yes.
So your bread and butter, I know, is this the daily people who are coming, with the smaller contracts and all that for the houses. What is your cream and what is your dream?
Now the cream is that constant work or works, or that client who gives on like work frequently. Because now I have some individuals, they've given me over 5 projects. He keeps on coming to you. Now there's something I'm putting up, go to this site and take measurements. Then within no time, like after
a while,
some months, then they call you. Sometimes they're concurrent because someone referred you here and there. So that is my cream. It's consistent. It's consistent. Then for that dream, it's that one job that comes and changes your life. Yeah? It's once in a while. You don't know when it will come. Now this time, I feel like my dream will be the UN. Inshallah, if all goes well, and we go up to the last bit of the funding, I feel like that will be my dream. Actually, I don't feel like it will be my dream. It's that dream I would have achieved. Yes, because it will help me in many ways. It will have helped me in my goal of empowering women, then increasing the credibility of the company, the mileage. Like it will help me in very, very many ways. Actually, it's already helping me. So the day I'll get like the actual monetary funding, I feel like that will be my dream. Because when they came, they saw I have very big dreams for my workshop.
They are pinned there.
Already I have frames. I already have frames, and my work is divided. I was renting a different part, so some of the work I had to show them where I'm initially doing the work from. Because my old workshop was a bit small. So some work was divided because I have 2 sessions. I do the visual session, whereby I make sure that trainees, whether girls, whether women or the youth, they first see things like on the screen, they get exposed to them visually. So by the time we come to practical, they know actually this is a grinder, this is a welder, this is a cutter, because they've already seen them and they know what they do. So what matters is now being practical.
That is nice. So you have like a classroom setting of sorts, where they're seeing on the screen what you're going to be showing them, what they're going to be doing and using physically.
Exactly.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah, so when they saw all that, because I wanted my dream is to put them under one roof. So already my workshop is partitioned, it's a double story. So they could see the dream, because I want to avoid the movement, moving from one place, visual classes the other side, then practical classes this side. I want everything under one roof. So actually that one also interested them a lot. Like, wow, we had never seen this in metal fabrication. So those are the innovations I've actually tried to put up to make this feel like more real to people. That what you see there, we can actually do it downstairs. Yes, and it's working.
So that is good. You touched on something that I wanted to ask. asking you what innovations you have that you're using, maybe like what cutting techniques or what technology or something that you're using that is maybe different or better than what is ordinarily available on the market.
Okay, just to refer to what I've told you previously. I've brought in that visual training. I had never seen it somewhere.
Me neither.
But I'm like, since women, we love watching stuff. You see that we watch TV a lot, soaps a lot, so that. So like, if they first watch here and they see things actually working, we've watched it there and we've made it downstairs. It will be easy for them to change their mindset. Actually, we can do it. Then also when I get videos, I try to get videos of things made by women and the youth. Because still there's some youth who don't believe in themselves.
True.
So it makes work easier because you come with a ready mind. So they come when they're ready. They are familiar with what they are going to do. It's not like before, after the physical orientation, here we do this, we do that, but they've actually seen it. They've watched it on the screen. Now we are going practical. So that is one of the innovations. Then also upgrading the equipment. Of course, like any profession, you start with the physical. Just like when you're tailoring, you start with a different machine, the one which is more manual, so that you get the real skills. So at my workshop, we have the manual cutting, but now I have machines. Like the cutters, they help me a lot to, first of all, for easy learning, then quick delivery, because something you'd have taken like hours to assemble all the cuts for a specific product. Within minutes, it's done.
True.
It's done. And when you use social media, you don't know how many people like you're exposing your work to. You don't know them in number. You don't know them of their potential to come in and support.
True.
Then you don't know their potential to refer you.
True.
Because personally, not all the time that I'm looking at that financial support. Like I've been telling you throughout the show, being here means a lot. This is too much support to me as a person and to my vision of Mirah Metal Fabrication. Yes.
And you mentioned...
Then also using the current technology, in terms of machinery and both designs. I think you are familiar with the CNC designs. Yeah, all those designs, honestly, before doing them manually, they couldn't make sense.
True.
But now you see beautiful designs on metal. But it's because nowadays you're using the CNC machines. So we are upgrading machinery, we are upgrading the designs. Also, we are upgrading on the way we deliver the visual. Yes.
Shamirah,
yes, Albert.
Thank you for coming on the show. I would really love to thank you for coming here and shedding light on the work that you do. I'm actually impressed with how far you have been able to help the ladies and the youth and succeeding in this industry. We want to wish you success.
Thank you.
And we want to also encourage you to continue growing. For those people that would love to would love to have your services, how can they reach you?
It's a pleasure being here, and I'm equally humbled to be here. Thank you so much, Albert and CEO Insights team. We are located at Kabua, Ndeva, Sindrubaga Division. You can also reach out to us through calls. You can call me on 0777 990 796. You can reach out to us on all the social media handles. We have the LinkedIn, we have the WhatsApp, we have the TikTok, we have the Twitter. We are on all social media handles. Mirah Metal Fabrications. Yes.